Yes, YouTube, welcome back again. Quick update for BTC. Bearish order flow again. Why? Crazy. Weekly resistance. Bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Liquidity sweep for sell side liquidity, and now we're going down, right? If you watched my previous video, I told you guys that we could expect a reversal here, right? It doesn't mean that we're going down crazy, but it's just healthy, right? It's just a retracement. We need to come for, in this case, sell side liquidity. There's also buy side liquidity for smart money traders, right? But the biggest amount is sell side liquidity for people who are going long. And that's the thing, I'm expecting that this is the last retracement we will see before we go crazy, actually. To break this previous weekly resistance, this, what is it? Falling wedge pattern, right? So let me show you guys a quick update what I'm expecting now for today and the coming days. I'm expecting for today that we will hit the 786 on the 8-hour time frame to fill up a fair value gap, come for sell side liquidity. If you check the order book, you see that there's a big pool of liquidity. If you are already in the trade and you bought at weekly resistance, that's okay, right? If your liquidation price is low, just add to your position to take down your average entry price. If it's below the 786, you shouldn't have to do anything. But I think this is a good opportunity to build your position up once we hit the 786 with limit orders, right? So as I said, guys, let's go to the chart. So as you guys can see now, we're watching at BTC to USDT again. And actually, what happened when you go to the daily already shows it very clear, right? We didn't broke this weekly resistance or daily resistance in this case yet. And why is that? Because you still have this WEEX, right? You can see actually the danger about drawing these lines actually is that usually we draw these lines at the bodies of the closed candles, right? That means that's a little bit tricky, because if you count the wicks or if you draw the line on the wicks, then you can see literally that we didn't broke this resistance completely, right? And this is a daily candle, and you could see that this daily candle didn't close above this line, so it's very dangerous to go long there actually. But it doesn't matter if you're in the trade, you're gonna make some gains, trust me. But patience is the key. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame, or let's go to the 8-hour actually. Excuse me. Let's do top-down analysis. We're still crazy bullish on the higher time frame, and as I showed you guys before in my previous video, I want to see this 786 get retraced, right? We still have this fair value gap also. We have also a fair value gap here on the 618. And so these are two possible scenarios where we can enter this trade, right? What I tell you guys many times before is that once we are crazy bullish, for example, in this bull market now, in this bull cycle, the 618 is more respected than the 786, right? So what you can do actually is you can build your position up here on the 618 with a limit order. And you can also put a limit order on the 786 to build your position up. For example, if we don't come to the 786, then you're already in the trade. You are already in the trade maybe, but you can get a very nice price if you buy this 618, right? So actually that's what I'm thinking. We have this bearish divergence on the 1 hour. You can see strong divergence came in once we came close to this daily resistance. So you could expect downside, right? You wanted to see this daily candle closes above this this resistance line. We didn't do that actually. You know, we got a crazy pullback because of this divergence, and that's how it goes, guys. You know, they came for sell side liquidity above this WEEX here, so they got stopped out, and now we're going down. So that's a little bit how it goes. So again, bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Downside, what you can see is that we have a strong divvy now on the 1 hour time frame. So you can see that there's coming some support in now, right, where we can expect upside again. So it's now 4 o'clock a.m. New York time. So we have downside during Asia actually. So London session is already opened for 2 hours. Actually, what you want to do here is you want to catch this daily bottom before New York open, before retail comes in, right? And what you can see actually now on the 1 hour is that we're becoming bullish again. So you can see that there's support coming in. So that we still have 3 hours, or let's say 4 hours left to go down and to create a reversal here, actually, or here. But, you know, we cannot predict manipulation. But I'm expecting a reversal on the 618 or on the 786. You can just build up your position, right? To be honest, actually, I'm waiting for the 786. I want to see what price action on the lower time frame is doing on this 618. You know, there's a possibility that we dip in this pool here underneath this wick to eventually fly crazy. So that's a little bit a quick update on BTC now. You know, don't be afraid. Still bullish on the high time frame, healthy retracement on the 618 to go crazy, right? Once we broke this previous daily resistance, you can see that we're retesting it very often actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, the more we test it, the weaker it becomes. And I think this is your last opportunity actually. So guys, again, patience is the key, and wait for retracement to fill up this gap here on the 618 or the 786 to break previous daily resistance, and then you still have a chance also, because once we break this daily resistance, you will see a pullback also, retracing this falling wedge resistance line, right? So guys, you know, quick update on BTC. Let's see where we can go, where we can expect the price will come. At first I want to see this 786 got hit to create an pullback actually. So what we can expect is BTC to come to the 786, create a pullback, and then you have a chance to jump in on this 618 here, this one. And this one also fits on this falling wedge resistance line. So you have a lot of time to jump in this trade, but you first want to see this resistance line got broken, right? But again, I think we will break it, you know, today actually. I'm expecting a daily bottom before New York retail comes in to break crazy. Actually, this is a lot of market makers, they know that this is a very cheap price actually, and the lowest price you can get before we go crazy. So, you know, I'm expecting crazy pumpage today. We also have some Fed events today. You know, Jerome Powell will speak today, so expect a volatile market price action. So be careful actually. You know, watch if this 618 at 81.6k or 80.3k is respected. If we create a giant wick, yeah, then it's pumping time actually. So guys, with that said, I thank you all for watching. Stay safe, make profits, and God bless you all. See you in my next video.